Hey, salute to the real worldwide, man. You already know what it is. Your boy Killer Jones, the kingpin of New England. I'm through mingling.
Man, shout out to the real worldwide, man, the whole staff.
All right, real worldwide. Today, you want to cover a few battles. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk about some current events and battle rap. A lot of shit been going on. I mean, but we're gonna start off with this John versus Rum Nitty. How you felt about the battle overall first?
Hey, yo, it ain't as bad as the battle as body motherfuckers made it out to be, though.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean,
Say it again, Dre. My fault. Say it again, Dre.
Oh, they try to make it seem like it was a body, yo. It really wasn't a body, yo, man. On replay, man, it's closer than what people were saying it was. And I watched it live too.
I was about to say, if I'm
agree.
keeping it real, I feel like that might be one of the better battles off the card, even with what happened. You feel me?
I don't think it's a bad battle at all.
Very talented.
Hey, listen, with the ORED and the Sue Surf rules, Nitty might have won, yo.
Hey,
hold on, we get to that. Hold on, we'll get to that, Trey.
See,
Trippy, how you felt about it?
Okay, John. Okay, I had John 3-0 only because like the first clearly, but then like Nitty wasn't like I ain't feel like Nitty was himself. Like at least like to the third round, like midway through, he wasn't to like himself. He started heating up. I'm like, okay, there's Nitty, but then it's not. It's too late.
I agree.
I can agree with that. I mean, he didn't like seem like he was like normally himself. Like I've seen that in him versus JC too, and him versus
I'm gonna go round by round. Easy. How you felt about the battle? No, overall.
I feel like it was a good battle. On first watch, I was trying to find reasons to kind of see if I could edge Nitty, but John got that clear. No, like 2-1 clear. You could argue 3-0, but I say 2-1.
Cool. You know, all right.
Shit.
Yeah, I felt it,
Like when I first watched it, like I had John when I had it wasn't. I don't know where this body shit is coming from. I don't know where that's coming from.
Yo, it's not a body, but it's a 30.
Yeah, I think I had John clear, but when I haven't watched it back. I only watched the first 2 rounds, and I had it like 1-1. Like, to be honest. So,
I mean, let me go ahead and like say this. I feel like it might have like there's a certain. It's kind of like the opposite of confirmation bias. You feel me? If you go into a battle thinking that someone is about to just clearly wash somebody and they underperform as to what you're expecting, then you're gonna feel like their performance was worse. You feel me? That's how I feel about it. Because like I've seen that happen. I'm just saying, I've seen that happen through, like Gnome and Initiation. Like there were certain like battles that people expected were going to be better, and they're like, "Oh, this is trash." And then when you watch it back, it's really not that bad. It's not great, but it's not like as terrible as people make it out to be.
Well, for Gnome, I don't really have any battles that are trash. Like exactly.
Come on,
Cope, how you felt about the battle overall, Cope?
What you talking about? Rum Nitty and John?
Yeah. How you felt about overall?
I think Rum Nitty was dope, but he wasn't the best Rum Nitty. He was about like a JC Rum Nitty, like that level.
Exactly.
And then John just, I fuck with John, but being objective, like you could argue he won 2-1 or edged every round because he just had a better performance overall.
All right, let's go round by round. The first, go ahead, Dre.
Second. Hey, yo, it all comes on expectation.
That's a fact.
Is that? Hey, but anyway, hey yo, the nigga, everybody got Rum Nitty's expectation high from the Nitty. I mean, the Av battles and all that, but
Iron battle, yeah.
His shit real high. So y'all gotta give Nitty the same expectations y'all do like with a nigga like Surf or something. You know what I mean? Now Surf ain't been since back in the day, but motherfuckers still think he's okay. You know what I'm saying? But Nitty is really killing this shit. Niggas are not really listening, I guess, to what he's saying. A lot of this shit was flying over heads, but it was a return. It was a return of John. So I guess they wanted Nitty to be this whole other super rapper or whatever. Nitty was the same person he was, and really, I got him 2-1.
I think realistically, I think realistically, if you look at it, like the people also like. Nitty is very consistent with his performances. Like, maybe not necessarily like how good his material is, but he always gets through his rounds. And I mean, that's kind of like, I feel like people kind of blew that out of proportion. You feel me?
Now, I want to start like this. I was gonna say, Nitty to me, going out the first round, I thought he could have won the first round clearly if he had finished it. Because John John's worst round to me was his first. I feel like his first was kind of all over the place, and I feel like Nitty had enough to win that round if he had finished it. Instead of looking like he choked, he should have just like ended the round.
That's exactly what I said. He should,
because he spent like 2.5. He spent like 2.5.
The thing is, Shaq, is that when you end a round, if you feel that you finna lose your shit, you should just say like time. He said fuck.
Or your slogan to say
it. Say your slogan.
Remember,
he said fuck and then stop, so it looked kind of crazy.
Whenever Twerk was first, honestly, say like look at Twerk versus Dougie, right? Like every round he ended it with oh man or oh fuck. So people they realized that he choked. When realistically, if he would have cut his rounds, everybody would have just been like, okay, he's still like he beat the like they would have been like, okay, so that's just how he rapped.
These rounds like 240, 250. I did
exactly.
So that's to me, he would have won that first because that was John John's first round. To me, personally. Go ahead, Dre.
All I'm hearing is Nitty ain't got enough star power to get that little benefit of the doubt. You know, he ain't got the look.
I don't know, man.
Red through surf star power to get away.
Nitty choked on purpose, right, Dre?
Yeah, he choked on purpose to give him the heads up. You know what I mean? That's how stupid the shit sound when other people get that excuse.
We know how that goes.
I'm gonna keep it real.
I just personally think John had better rounds, man. I'm just keeping it a stack.
Let me
Nitty had punches, but
who remembers what was Nitty and John the next battle after all that shit happened with the cameras and shit?
Conspiracy theory.
No, Cortez
I'm not saying. I'm saying
Cortez over was
mad low because both until about the halfway through Nitty's second round, the crowd was asleep like that. I mean, there wasn't great material being delivered, but they just weren't cheering for nothing. Like you watch the trailer, Nitty's bars, like he doesn't get a reaction until like 16 bars in.
Cortez over was the first battle after pay-per-view thing.
What's that?
The Cortez over was the first battle after the pay-per-view thing. But also, you know the thing is with Nitty, you could tell that he wrote these rounds last minute because he's kind of rushing through the material in a weird way. Even though it's fire, I feel like he wasn't as polished as he was in the Iron Battle as far as delivery on his bars.
Is this what we're doing? Is this really what we're doing?
What do you mean?
Y'all niggas just brought up like 100 excuses as why Nitty lost his battle. Let's get to the rounds, man.
No, I'm not making an excuse.
I'm getting to the rounds.
I feel like this battle overall, even John's rounds would have been better if it wouldn't have been for all of the issues that they had with Volume 2. Like you can see how much of a drain that put on the event as a whole. But no, I mean, Nitty clearly lost the first. We can all agree on that, right?
John got the first. He got the first clearly.
I'm
no
about
debate.
to say, even if it's by default, Nitty lost the first. So let's get into the second round.
The second round started off. Nitty comes back with more energy. He got the Mississippi bar, the 4 eyes shit.
Fact.
That was hard. You could tell he was tight that he choked in the first round. And I thought he had a good second. I thought it was better than his first. I thought he was way more polished and he had more punches, but he didn't have much haymakers. I'm gonna be honest. He didn't have much haymakers in the second.
That Killmonger bar, that was crazy.
Oh yeah, the Killmonger bar was crazy in the second. What else did he have in the second?
The 4 eyes like Mississippi. I'm trying to remember. I've only watched it one time since it dropped.
But then he had a good second though. I think
he had some good
moments.
He said I even have enunciate. Am I saying it right, John?
Yeah, that was the end of the round, right?
Yeah, that was a good bar.
Yeah, but in my opinion, Nitty's second round was his best round to me because of that energy he had in the beginning. I feel like Nitty has a problem that he feeds off. Like if the crowd isn't rocking with him as much, he doesn't do as well because he feeds off the crowd's energy. So he started that second real hype, trying to get them worked up, and it kind of started to work. Like the crowd started to wake up, so he was just started just throwing bombs at him. But,
all right, so let's get the John second.
Yeah.
Yo, I'll have
somebody's background.
Cope, your background's crazy. Pause.
So John's second round.
John had a good. I feel like John's rounds. He's covering all bases. He's covering Nitty with the Jordan. Covering.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
All right, good bet. I'm not bad.
Now I'm saying John second. I feel like he's covering all bases. He was covering Nitty with the Jordans.
His second was far better than his first. Let's say.
Yeah, way better than his first. I feel like he's doing a lot. I feel like he's punching. He got schemes. He's
He said you'll be
battler.
so far gone with this old Drake. That was crazy.
With no, so far gone have features on it though. He said no features. So far gone definitely have features.
Yeah, I don't know if he said that.
But
I think so.
This round or the next round where he had that where he it was next round, right? Where he told Nitty the only thing you had to worry about was sunburn. Like,
yeah, but in the second round he said he was like, remember he said there's a difference in being the best at one thing and then being better or not being good at nothing else. Then he was what do you say? No. If I free, will they think that I'm well rounded? That shit was fire.
Yeah, that was
come on.
That's something.
All right, no, go ahead. My bad.
I'm man. This is a very debatable round to me.
I feel like second is close. I do feel like second is close. I can hold you.
I want to say I gave Nitty the second because just that energy was just different. Like John has that energy, but he just didn't display it here. Like he was very and it's gonna sound weird, but like I feel like we didn't really see like PG Hitman Holla like Legend Killer John. Like we saw bullpen league owner John, where like he's just
man, come on, man.
Nah, I thought he did well with his round. It was well crafted. Trippy, who'd you give the second round to?
John.
Me too. I'm like, you wilding right now, bro.
Okay, it was like this. To me, honestly, this like John was okay. John was okay. He wasn't crazy. He was okay. But that's what it's like. This battle wasn't really that good to be honest. But it was like John won though. That's how I feel.
I don't know, man. I gave the second to Nick.
I think second is close, but I could see it either way. I personally gave it to John too, though.
For me,
I feel like John did a lot more. Go ahead, Coke.
Like for me personally, the reason I gave it to John, because what he was saying basically in his rounds, he was like, "Yo, you copied Rock. It's the RKO, Stone Cold Stunner minus the kick." Then he's talking to Nitty like, "Yo, you're only good at one thing." Like it was a little bit more than just punches. You feel me? He was really talking to him.
Everything makes sense.
It was well crafted. Everything was well crafted. Now
let's be real.
Now going into the third round, I thought Nitty had a good third too. I did. I just feel like it wasn't that his haymakers didn't hit like it did in the second round. But it was a decently good third. I didn't think it was very beatable to me.
But his third, it might be my favorite round personally. I do like he was barking in that shit. It wasn't. I don't know.
He told me. He said you were complaining about the mic problems, bitch. You fix it.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, I think Nitty's third was his best round.
Then he said, "Well, he said
third. I'm not mad at that.
That a low ride on some crazy shit. A low rider some shit. I don't even know. Low rider on a 6'4" nigga. That was the bar."
I'm not mad at that because I think third was kind of fire too. I think second and third is not that far apart to me.
I mean, I preferred his second, but I'm not mad at Nitty's second and third were better than his first to me, like clearly. So,
but I feel like the thing with this battle, the overall theme is, Nitty's punching, he got the haymakers, but John just covering all bases. Like he's being a well-rounded battler. He's winning the battle by doing that. He's more direct. The schemes are working. Everything is towards Nitty.
There's no angles.
Yeah, the angles are hitting.
The story of Nitty's like battle career. Every time he battles, like he battles Iron, he battles JC, he battles like he's just punching and he's like making his way through it.
People got to lose in both of those battles. Or Consensus got him losing. Not Consensus got losing JC and Iron is debatable.
I'm just saying, like Nitty, like let's not act like it's something new that like Nitty's just punching against somebody who's doing everything. Like,
but see, Kid, the thing is, Caleb, when he's not punching at his highest level, it almost seems like he's gonna lose a battle because we've seen so much fire from him in the past. You know what I mean?
That's what the thing. Y'all trying to judge him off past work though. That man coming with fire material every time.
No, he is, right? He is.
Sure. Oh, that's a fact. I mean, he is the best out right now. Let's call it what it is.
I just don't think that he did enough to win this battle, personally.
I'm not. Yeah. I mean. But anyway, hold on. We gotta talk about John third.
Oh yeah, John third. Damn, I forgot what John said in the third round.
That was where he started talking. He was like, CRIP stands for Community Restoration and Progress. He was like, you moved to a whole different state for protection and started cripping. And then he told him, he was like,
his
Arizona, bitch, all you gotta worry about is a sunburn.
Nah, he said something. Yo, he said something to Llama Blow, and his chin will blow up after one hit. Like Gangnam Style.
Okay, I heard that, but you know that guy was Korean, right? He wasn't Chinese.
It don't matter. Yo, listen, man. Cortez is a Mexican.
I'm just saying, like, it's the same thing Shaq said about the no features thing. Like, it's nitpicking. It was fire, but I remember hearing that. I was like, that dude was Korean.
But we didn't do that to none of Nitty's rounds. I know that clean either. Like, niggas be reaching, bro, and we gotta call it across the board.
I gave John the round. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, but still, man. That shit was hot.
I think overall it's gonna be John 2-1 and John 30. You might have Nitty if you could try to give Nitty the second third.
But for all comedic purposes, the fucking Rugrats bar, that shit was hard. But I was like, come on, dog.
I remember that, and I thought he was like starting to scheme with it too. He said something about I raise these twins like Phil and Lil, like.
So Dre, you got Nitty winning. Why you got Nitty winning? I want to hear this.
Man, he was saying way more lyrical shit, more complex shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, listen, I'm here for the lyrics, right? I don't really care. Like, you can break somebody down, but Nitty broke him down too. Nigga stole his name and everything. Nobody talk about that though. But you know what I mean? I'm there for lyrics. I'm like the way the Nitty put his shit together. It's more intricate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm definitely not mad at Nitty winning.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
I got.
Nah, I can't see him winning though, personally.
I've just always said that, like, if you choke to give, and this goes for anybody, if you choke, you're automatically giving a round away. So it's more difficult for someone to say you won the battle because now they have to give you both other rounds. So I mean, you're starting with a deficit.
Not according to the Lux O-Red twerk.
I had Nitty surf, so at least I'm consistent with it. Like,
hey, yeah, this shit's crazy. All right, let's.